Amberlynn did not shower the whole time we were at my mom's.
She would use washcloths to wipe. She would set them on the corner of the sink, and then she would throw them away. Our roommates started to notice that their late mother's washcloths were disappearing, and they confronted her about it, and she wanted me to lie to them for her, but I didn't. She ended up buying more washcloths for herself, and instead of throwing them away, she had me wash them in the sink and then put them in the washer.
Hello everybody, how are you doing today? In today's video, we are talking about Amber's leaked voice notes, as well as Tommy speaking out against Amber yet again, and some foodie beauty drama. It's a wonderful time to be alive, girls. So have you ever wanted to get yourself a washcloth? Well, now you can. Get your washcloths here, everybody. If you would like to buy some washcloths for the lavatory or for whatever reason you need to, here is my affiliate link to do so. Go get your washcloth. Be happy. Let me know when it ships so I can be excited for you. All right, we're going to get into all the foodie beauty drama, all the Amberlynn drama. Everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Please don't take anything I say seriously. I'm sharing my own opinions, not facts, on publicly accessible information. First made public by public figures. Please don't go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments.
I don't know. After everything I've been through with Erica, my advice is don't end a relationship, because if she's cheating on her man just to flirt with you, then she's going to cheat on you with someone else. Like, I am never putting myself in that position again. So friend to friend, bestie to bestie, girly pop to girly pop. Like, that's just a red flag right there.
Right, so that is a voice note that Amber so intelligently sent to her friend, Alexis. Uh, all right. So this is about Erica slash Valentine and another woman who apparently was in a relationship and slash or married that Amber was involved with. I had to take out the other woman's name because it's not publicly available, but I wanted to say that so Amberlynn was involved with two women in marriages and relationships. So she was trying to wreck the homes of two people. Yes, before you say it in the comments, I understand that the people that owed the loyalty to their partners was not Amberlynn. They were, Erica slash Valentine and the other lady. I understand. But it is wild to not say anything about Amber's behavior. Okay. So first of all, we have the admission that she was involved with two women in relationships. So that is just, that's all you can get, right? That's who you are. Great. Okay. So what Amber is saying here is, wow, do not get involved with people who are like married because, if they'll cheat with you, they'll be cheating on you. And so you needed to get into two separate relationships with married people to find that out as a full-grown adult. You in your 30s had never heard of cheaters everywhere, not a Kermit in sight. You've never heard of basically if they'll cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. Also, so, okay, let's just finish with this. So she's never heard of this. Listen, honestly, if you don't understand the way that relationships work in your 30s, Amber, and this is solely to Amber, then don't get involved with married people. I mean, I refuse to believe that she'd never heard of how inappropriate it is to get involved with people that are already in relationships and are cheaters. And it's common sense if somebody, would betray their partner, they'll betray you. But let's just move on to the part that I really like. So Amber is trying to say here for the billionth time that she was cheated on. And I'm here to tell you that that is the most unhinged way to look at things. You were not cheated on. You were the other woman. No one cheated on you. You were the other woman. They were cheating with you. You were the other woman. And it's that unhinged victim mentality that is why you always end up single. You met two women in relationships who wanted to betray their partners. Fine. They were wrong to do that. But they were not cheating with their partners. You were the other woman. The fact that you came on your TikTok and lied to your audience and continued to say on your YouTube channel that you were cheated on, again, I will keep repeating it. You were the other woman. No one cheated on you. Someone cannot cheat on you with their wife because you are the other woman, not the other way around. I know that she will say that she was allegedly told that these people were in an open relationship, the marriage was over. Again, as a full-grown adult, you would have surely had to have experiences of at least watching a movie or hearing these stories that married people who like to cheat always like to say, oh, well, my wife doesn't understand me, or I'm done with my wife. Yeah, right. You were the other woman, and it is absolutely disrespectful, aka disrespectful, to continuously say that you were cheated on. No, those two wives, those two partners were cheated on by the people you were involved with. And I love how Amberlynn recently told us that she heard Alexis save her voice memos, but continued to send them anyways. Never, ever, ever change, Pookie. Hey, let's start out strong here. So yesterday we talked about how Tommy went ahead and spoke out about certain things with Amberlynn, and Amberlynn pretty much didn't like that, went on her Instagram and was crying and saying, well, that's not what Tommy told me 3 nights ago. Ooh, yeah, no one is jealous. So basically, Despectful Moments, which is an Instagram that I love. I'm going to link Despectful Moments down below. Go and follow Despectful Moments. Reposted the little crying thing, situation type nightmare from Amber, where Amber was like, well, that's not what Tommy told me, 3 nights ago. And then they tagged Tommy on Instagram. Tommy responds to Amber crying and saying, well, that's not what Tommy told me 3 nights ago, and said what the actual, Kermit. So there you go. How can we interpret that? Honestly, feel free to interpret that in the comments down below. I will continue to talk to you in this video about other things that Tommy was saying, but my position is, Tommy, if you want to expose Amber, now is the time. Beating around the Kermit and, implying things, no, the community wants answers. And since you are so talkative lately, you're just real chatty on Instagram, being involved in girl world and everything, and feeling the need to reflect on your relationship with Amber, then just spill the tea. What does that mean? What the actual, are you denying it? Give us some more information, right? So Apathetic Facts posted this. I will link Apathetic Facts down below. So this is some type of DM between Tommy and a viewer. So I suppose the viewer is in the middle of a conversation saying how they are. Just ignore her. You're doing great without her now. Presumably Amber. And Tommy says this. Allegedly, supposedly, obviously I can't say 100% because I wasn't talking to Tommy, but this is what allegedly happened. What is she saying now? She's literally blowing up my phone from fake numbers right now. She's upset because she thought the former partner post was about her until she got to the end. The other person responds saying, well, but ask me anything on her story. Let me screen record it and send it to you. So the first thing I'd like to say is, obviously, some of you have come and you've been like, well, Amber isn't telling the truth that she's been talking to Tommy. Okay, but her behavior has shown otherwise. As I've said, I've noticed that Amberlynn is not spiraling before the Beck thing, right? Before Beck actually went ahead and exposed Amber, Amber was not spiraling due to this impending breakup. I felt that Amber was not single. I've seen Amber for a very long time on the internet. I know how she acts when she's single. She didn't appear to be single to me. She constantly was on FaceTime and talking to people, right? Texting through her live streams. Come on now. It's got to be Tommy. But why am I bringing this up? Tommy, if this is really your message, what you're trying to say here is, right, that Amber is talking to you on different fake numbers. So that means that you guys have been communicating. Also, you're saying that you have knowledge that Amby thought that your post was about her and not your former partner. And the way you would know that is if she contacted you and said that. So you two have been involved, still communicating, and everybody's been lying about that, okay? Y'all been lying, saying, Amber been lying, saying, oh, I'm single, me and Tommy are over. Yeah. No one likes to Kermit and gets away with it. Well, my Kermit, that is. Now for the obvious, how anticlimactic. Amberlynn has been exposed for having fake phone numbers. Amber, do you know how unhinged it is to text somebody and call somebody from fake numbers? That usually lets me know that the person will not want to hear from you from your regular number that they know of, or they've blocked you. This is unhinged, totally Amberlynn Reid coded behavior. Okay, so then Tommy gets asked about whether or not Amber has been really diagnosed with BPD. Just want everybody to understand something. Amberlynn went on her live stream and said that she was not diagnosed with BPD. This is amazing. And that she was told that she meets a criteria, and then she started claiming that she was recently diagnosed. If you're looking for my opinion, I do not believe that she was diagnosed. Not only have I known people with BPD, not only have a lot of you have shared your stories with me in the comment section, but the bottom line that I feel on this is that she is using this, not Tommy, Amber. Amber is using this as an excuse for all her bad actions. And as I've said many times, Amber, I don't care. You can write BPD every day in your comment section. You could do workbooks. This is not an excuse to literally do bad things. And that's not how BPD works. And you are giving this a terrible, terrible name. Honestly, you are. So I don't believe she was diagnosed. I never did believe it. And then she said it. So to say, oh, I wasn't diagnosed, but now I am. No. This is what Tommy says. I can't say for certain whether she had been formally diagnosed or not. And isn't that scary? Isn't that scary that a person that was with you for, I believe it was 5 months, but Amber claims 7 or 8, whatever. Isn't that scary that you kept talking about your BPD and how you were diagnosed, and the love of your life, this soft, gentle love, is here to say that she can't say if you were formally diagnosed or not? What I can confirm is that she had multiple different appointments scheduled that she never went through with. Yes, this next part, Amber actually confirmed before, saying that she had scheduled a bunch of appointments and never went through with it. Now, she did schedule them in, I believe, Wisconsin. Some of them, a lot of them probably were scheduled in Oklahoma. Why didn't you go through with them? Honestly, that's a rhetorical question. I don't care, because Amber always does this. This is like a carbon copy of what Beck said. Beck said that, certainly Amber wasn't diagnosed with anything like that when they were together, and that Amber wouldn't go to any appointments. So, honestly, there's always a pattern of behavior that people exhibit in all relationships, and you don't have to be like Amber to do that. My bottom line on Tommy exposing Amber, how about you do that? It's great that you're doing this prose, your Hans Christian Amberlynn. What are you, Baudelaire? People want to know about her hygiene. If you're going to come onto Instagram and, beat around the Kermit and like imply things, Tommy, people in this community enjoy direct tea and direct drama, like direct examples of what they went through. And if you're not going to do that, then that's great. Thanks for playing. Like, people want you to actually expose her on YouTube or on Instagram, and that's it. Whatever you're doing here, thanks for playing. Take a look at a new fresh Q&A that Amberlynn just did. My friend thinks you're cute, but is too nervous to DM you. Freshly single and staying there. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's all that's happening here. Yeah, both of these things are seriously happening. So, as far as the situation with Amberlynn being freshly single, that sounds like you've been lying for a long time, which we recently found out, and you still thought you were with Tommy, and now you know you're not. Couldn't have happened to a better person. But this person that thinks Amber's so attractive, please DM her. I'm sure that she's going to be with you immediately. Why do you think you're not a manipulator when manipulation is a common symptom of BPD? No, it's not. Amber, you've explained to us that you were not actually diagnosed. This is so embarrassing. Like, I feel so embarrassed for you buying workbooks from Amazon and just like pretend like this is just, I feel embarrassed for you. As far as manipulation, I don't care what it's a symptom of or what it's not a symptom of. You are obviously a manipulator and you choose to do this. You're a rudimentary one, but every ex has said it. Tommy has just said it. Beck has said it. Destiny has said it. How do you cope with all the negative comments you get? I couldn't You're so strong. I never know how to answer this question because I truly don't know. I really don't know, but thank you so much. I will explain to you. The reason that she makes really good money on YouTube is because of the negative interest in her that people have. So right now, if everybody loved her, it would be different for her. She would make no money. She continues on, not because she's resilient, as I've said before. It's genuinely because this is how she makes her money. She sits at home all day, chronically online, and the negative interest that people have in her is what's paying her bills. Seriously, manipulation is incredibly common. Oh my God. Do some deep research. Yeah, get yourself a workbook from Amazon. Come on now. Do you prefer chilling at home on weekends, or do you like to go out and do things? I like going out and doing things. Well, that's really rich coming from you when you've already admitted to us that you're only going out twice a week. You even said which days. I believe she said something like Friday and Sunday with mom. By the way, what a bad idea to like give out that information to your audience. So you prefer to go out, but you're going out twice a week. Honestly, Amber, this is not about how many days you go out. I think there's nothing wrong with being a homebody at all. And it's great to stay at home. The idea is the constant manipulation of everything that's put out. Questions are amazing. Are you heartbroken? Yes. Are you a hopeless romantic? I am, yes. And this all goes hand in hand with the other question of what would it take to make you trust someone again? Absolutely nothing. First of all, it's not that she trusts people in relationships. She's desperate to be accepted on the internet, meaning not by her audience. Oh no, she wants to stick it to the people that watch her to show them that like she has a girlfriend that's going to claim her on the internet. And it's not about trusting. The next time somebody wants to claim her on the internet or claim her properly, she's going to go forward with that. As far as being a hopeless romantic and, like all that stuff and being heartbroken, I am going to help you out with this, Amber. It is incredibly sad that no one around you has explained this to you. These are things that I would say people around you should say to you. I'm going to say it to you. When you first meet somebody, Amber, and they tell you that they love you within the first few weeks, they're always lying to you. In your case, why in your case? Because you haven't met them face to face. Like, I can understand that sometimes people fall in love really quickly, but they have to be around the person. Amber, some random girl on the internet asking you to be in a relationship and some new random girl on the internet telling you that she loves you doesn't make a relationship, and there's no foundation. One of the biggest reasons that all your relationships fail is you're in them, but before that, there's no foundation. Like, for example, the situation with you and Tommy, in my opinion, failed for many reasons. One of them is there's no foundation. You immediately said you loved each other. You guys didn't even know each other. Rinse, lather, here we are. Some interesting, lighthearted foodie beauty drama that I've been meaning to talk about, but I've been too busy with it. Okay. The first thing I want to talk about is Foodie Beauty had a very large rant. I'm not going to include her clips here right now because who cares? Basically, it was about how dare people stream snipe her, which is not a thing for YouTube. That's a gaming term. What she means is, how dare people sit there and show her members only live stream. You and Amber believe that you are producing content. I mean, I will give Chantal one thing. I think even now she puts in a little bit more effort than Amber, but I will say that your like big effort is not a big deal to anybody. You're not producing some Hollywood movie, relax. So basically, she was doing, okay, this is what Chantal keeps doing. She keeps doing these members only live streams, right? And doesn't get a lot of views, doesn't make any money on them. And then she starts raging and posts it as a public live stream because she's desperate for the money. Now, this will be really important later. So remember that I'm saying about the desperate for the money. Okay. So what happened is there was another creator, I believe, that was talking about her live stream or something. So she started calling that creator names. Okay, so then what happens is she actually makes this live stream public, and now I can't find it anymore. So I guess she made it, private. Who cares? And it was not titled appropriately. And this is what I have to say. She then starts posting community page posts that I will show you that she's since deleted. Honestly, Chantal, I'm going to put it to you in the simplest terms possible, and we've talked about this before. No one really cares about you like that. Like, from what I've seen, okay, and I'm being fair, you already peaked on YouTube. What I mean by that is Chantal used to be super, super, super popular, okay? She was super popular. She was earning a lot of money because she was getting a lot of views. And what you're doing right now, pretending to be married, pretending to be a few other things, is just boring. I'm telling you that. It's just boring from a viewer's perspective. I'm not trying to be, anything but realistic with you here, okay? It's just boring. And I don't even see anybody live streaming your members only live streams at all. And I honestly, my advice would be, which no one will ever take, is you need to know the worth of your content here. And you're sitting there in your car, and that's about it. And you're just talking to people, and you're not even confident in that members only content because you make it public because you're desperate to make money. And then you want to go after people. I want to tell you something. Recently, Zachary Michael has discussed, I haven't even gotten to this yet, how Amberlynn has been threatening them for using her members only content. And I think that, I'm not going to use her members only content, but it's just a shame that I won't, because I think somebody really needs to start taking these people on to court. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you something. A YouTube rule is not the same thing as Rose and Nyland would say, La Law from the Golden Girls, okay? Y'all don't understand, like, Foodie Beauty, Chantal, do not understand that no one cares. Your content is not that amazing. Everybody is not so enamored with you that people are, like, Foodie's about to say that people are, like, trying to take away her business. Really? Just wait. So then Chantal posted this and deleted it. I'm sorry, Beezers, but as long as people stream snipe my members only content, giving people a free show on their channels while normally you would need to pay to see the content, I will not stream anymore. So how is this fair? You literally, as your friend Amber would say, take this members only content, as I said, and make it public to make money immediately after it being members only. You're doing that already. So others should be able to as well. Rules for you, not for Kermit. Honestly, Chantal, this is laughable that you feel that your audience isn't going to see through this. It's okay for her to take her members only content, obviously be hurting for money in order to make it public, but nobody else can. No, I will not stream anymore. Fabulous. By the way, I love it how she says stream, because I think that there's like a feeling going on that she's this big streamer, like that she has all this audience. You've lost your audience by doing what you're doing now. How is that okay for someone to do? I've contacted YouTube. Oh, they're going to do a lot about this. And I am chatting with YouTube now. I am so turned off being a content creator here on this platform. Leave. Only for my content to get reused by dozens of people to entertain their audience with. I will no longer stream. Great. None of this is true. You know why people like have issues with your content? This is just one of it. Nothing that you say matters anymore. And I have been here long enough to know that there was a long time where people really enjoyed her content. Okay. It wasn't always like that. In the beginning, it wasn't like that. If you want to keep your memberships to support a channel for now, I appreciate it. And if not, I understand. Why would you? Okay. I want to tell you something. Never ever tell a person that they should do something that you don't want to happen. Never ever write it down or tell people, okay? By the way, y'all remember how Amberlynn Reid would continuously write down that Tommy broke up with her and then it happened? Yeah, keep not listening to me, Amby. Can I call you Pookie? If you want to keep your memberships to support my channel, blah, 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 to the snipers or restreamers, you mean like one person, I will have more time on my hands to come after your channel, so keep this in mind. I am so scared. I am so scared. Anyways, so she deleted that. She believed so much in that she deleted it. Then let's take a look at some other deleted community page posts. So she had posted a picture of her and her boyfriend saying such a hot couple, whatever. And it was a very filtered picture of her. I really don't care that Amber and Chantal want to do filters, but what happens next is interesting. Oh, so the lovely people of Girl World think that I care that thousands of people are shaming me. Why would I show if I cared? I at least show myself. I will say it again. I will never care what others think of me, especially Girl World, LOL. I don't hide behind an avatar and judge others. This is so pointless because the majority, not all, but the majority of people who don't show themselves on camera have extensively shown themselves. over and over and over again. It's your beliefs, your secret beliefs that you're making public right now, Chantal, that people that are not on camera. See, she inherently believes that people that are not on camera are hiding something. They're probably really busy with their children, with their families, with their other jobs, with their other issues and things that are going on in their life that have nothing to do with YouTube, and they may not want to be on camera. It doesn't mean they're hiding anything. For example, look at you and Amber. You guys hide things all the time and you're on camera. I would show myself whatever our issue with my, whatever, it's your problem. Chantal, this makes no sense, okay? The problem here is that you continuously filter yourself and then make these confident posts saying that you're super confident with yourself and you show yourself on camera. The only thing I have to say about that is if you were confident with yourself, as you claim, you would definitely not use filters to the point of where you can be unrecognizable in some of your live streams. I don't care that she uses filters. It's ridiculous to pretend that she's confident and still using them to that degree. Last post that I wanted to discuss that she deleted, all of these are deleted. Quote, I thought your husband would support you without YouTube. OMG, if you are this, please don't comment on my channel, please. Chantal, keep verbalizing things you don't want to happen. You never want people to stop commenting on your channel because engagement, it equals money. OMG, if you're like this, please don't comment on my channel, please. Just because we can get by with him paying the bills doesn't mean I would want to lose thousands. I use that money to pay my debts. What's better than like one income? Two, see how that works? I don't like the internet. Remember how I said that this would matter, that her money situation would matter later? All right. So Chantal is saying that her husband, listen to this, her husband is supporting her, but she still wants to work, right? And she says she's using the money that she makes on YouTube to pay her debts. Fine. She then says that by one or two people maybe talking about her, maybe showing a little bit of her members only live stream that she herself shows like an hour later is like ruining her income, and she's gonna, talk to YouTube about them, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And at the same time, she's recently made some posts stating that she doesn't make a lot from YouTube. Which one is this? Because I discussed this, that she has said before that she doesn't make a lot from YouTube. Basically, when somebody keeps giving you a different answer every single time you ask them a question, they're lying. People are trying to say that when you say that your husband is, see how she says get by, but then other times she says that he had a very nice apartment when she first moved to Kuwait. That was not true. It's all contradictory. Look, either he supports you or not, either you need your money or not. Do I understand her idea of what she's trying to say? Like, hey, I need to pay my bills with this. Yeah, sure. Like, I understand that. But you've continuously told us that he can provide for you fully without your help. So which one is it? Look, contradictions constantly equals lies. Anyways, thoughts, comments, dislikes, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you all so very much for watching today. I appreciate it. Check out this other video on a similar topic that's popping up here. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.